Welcome back to Utah Trikes. When most people think of a tricycle, they think of a bike with two wheels in the back and one in the front. When we at Utah Trikes think of a tricycle, we usually think of a recumbent seated cycle with two wheels in the front and one in the back. Two distinctly different builds, but actually both trikes that we sell, and both perfect for unique styles of riding. In the realm of recumbent trikes, these two distinctive designs reign supreme. Tadpole with a reclined seat and a single wheel in the rear, and Delta-style trikes with more upright seating and that single wheel in the front. While both offer the thrill of three-wheeled adventures that you want from a trike, each design boasts unique features and characteristics that cater to different riding preferences and terrain types. In this video, we'll delve into the differences between Tadpole and Delta-style trikes, helping you learn what type of trikes will be the best for you. Before we dive into these styles of trikes, make sure to like and subscribe. If you love trikes as much as we do, you'll fit right in here. From updates on trikes news to riding tips, we have it all. So stick around for our weekly uploads and let's get right into the video. Let's start with the style of trike that will be more familiar to you who are just learning about trikes. Delta-style trikes feature two wheels in the rear and one wheel in the front, much more familiar of a standard bike out of these two styles. It's called a delta because its striking resemblance to the shape of the Greek letter delta. This design features some unique advantages over a Tadpole-style trike. These advantages are key design differences, like a more upright seat, making it easy to mount by just stepping through the frame, with the seat taking up less space and the area between the two rear wheels not being occupied. There's an increased cargo capacity, with many Delta styles coming with installed baskets in the rear. And with the taller upright build, it's much easier to be seen by drivers in traffic. Because of the Delta trike's build, the way it functions and the feel of your ride compared to a Tadpole will greatly differ. On a Delta, the handlebars are usually in front of you, directly connected to the front wheel, having you hold them in front of your body like a normal bike with arms hanging. This is a more familiar steering mechanism for most and is sometimes preferred for its responsiveness and feeling of control over the front of the trike. There is an exception to this though, with the Sunseeker USX HD. This has next-to-body steering on a Delta trike setup. There's also a big difference on the pedal placement and the muscles you will need to utilize in your ride. Compared to a normal bike, a Delta trike provides a less intensive pedaling action, providing a more comfortable and relaxed above pedal placement, putting less pressure on the joints, and reducing the need to balance on your two wheels at all times. Another big appeal of these trikes is their price tag. Compared to Tadpole trikes, the parts and manufacturing for Deltas is a lot easier because of their similar build to standard bikes. They are a great triking option for a low-budget casual rider who just wants a familiar, comfortable way to exercise without the hassle needed with a two-wheeled bike. Some of the Delta trikes that we offer here are the Sun Baja, the Sun Easy Trike Classic, and the Sunseeker Eco Delta 3SX. Each of these trikes is unique in their own way, and we talk about these trikes in depth in some of our other videos. If you want to learn more about them, you can find those videos linked in the description below. Now onto the much lower to the ground option, the Tadpole-style trikes. Named for their resemblance to our amphibian friends, the Tadpole features two wheels in the front and one wheel in the rear. The build of this trike promotes a lot of unique riding differences from the Delta trikes. Everything on a Tadpole trike is shifted around to create a lower-to-the-ground reclined and relaxed setup that you can't find on any other cycle. Tadpoles are built low to the ground, with comfortable reclined seating. This gives you a much lower center of gravity, making a Tadpole trike's stability top-notch. There's hardly any need to balance on one of these. It is entirely self-contained. This gives you much better cornering capabilities and provides a safer and more stable ride, especially when going at high speeds. With this low-set seat, you won't be working with pedals set below you, but instead ahead and slightly above you. This is an important distinction because it fundamentally changes how you ride. As you pedal on a Tadpole, you are pushing against the pedals, and instead of using just your back muscles to deliver the power to your legs, like on a Delta, you're able to utilize the back of your seat and push against it, giving you a more efficient power output on your rides. With these pedaling differences, Tadpole trikes are a lot more suited for high speeds and touring. Not that you need to be super serious about riding to handle one of these, because this ease of pedaling makes Tadpole trikes great for casual riders too, and still gives you the capacity to engage in a higher level cycling activity. The steering is also different on a Tadpole trike. Like on the previously mentioned USX HD, the handling is located low to the seat and at your sides. This leans into the comfortability aspect of a Tadpole by letting you naturally hang your arms at your sides while effortlessly gripping the handles for great steering action. We offer many more Tadpole-style trikes from tons of different brands, and you can find them all on our website. We also go into depth on many different kinds in our YouTube channel, which you can explore and learn more about below. Each type of trike comes with pros and cons. Depending on what type of riding you're planning to do and your physical abilities, each trike will provide something that will ultimately decide which form factor is the right one for you. If stability is something that you are concerned about, Tadpole trikes typically offer greater stability and maneuverability, especially at higher speeds and on tight corners. If you have a hard time staying balanced or just would like to be closer to the ground in case of potential spills, a Tadpole trike will be the right one for you. Delta trikes, on the other hand, are less planted because of the higher center of gravity. But mounting and dismounting is a lot easier if you have a harder time lowering yourself down or pulling yourself up out of the seat. And if you just like the feel of a bike, a Delta is going to give you that familiar setup. In the performance category, Tadpole trikes excel in speed and agility, making them a perfect choice for riders seeking a sporty and dynamic riding experience. They also provide a more intuitive pedaling experience by allowing you to push off of the back of the seat. This gives you a much more solid platform, engaging different muscle groups and taking stress off of your knees and hips. This makes long-distance rides a lot more appealing and sustainable. Delta trikes prioritize a much lower body-focused exercise and higher-seated pedaling position. This makes pedaling easier and more familiar while also engaging your hips a lot more in the pedal power. It can be tough to reach high speeds and go for touring distance on a Delta. These trikes are more built as low-difficulty hobby cycles, great for the casual rider just looking to have a leisurely ride around town. If your seating position is a big factor, each trike mainly differs in this aspect. Tadpole trikes typically feature a low-to-the-ground reclined seating position, offering a more aerodynamic and performance-oriented riding posture. This is great for people who suffer from a lot of back pain and are looking for a seat design that puts less pressure on the spine. Tadpoles do this by putting you in a much more laid-down position, dispersing gravity's pressure across the seat other than the bottom of your back. The lower seat also accommodates for people who aren't able to keep themselves oriented straight up. This isn't as big of an issue for the Delta trikes that feature backrests, but even so, a Tadpole cradles the rider much more, providing a more stable sitting position than on a Delta trike. That even if you were to fall out of it, you would only fall a couple inches. Delta trikes offer a more upright seating position, providing better visibility and comfort for riders who prefer a more relaxed riding experience, similar to a more traditional office chair type seating. You are upright and feel in control of your body as you ride your Delta trike. There is a bigger disconnect from you and your vehicle, and that can be a great thing for a lot of riders. The higher seat is also easier to get into. All you need to do is step through the frame and take a seat. It's a closer seating position to standing height and doesn't require you to lower yourself down to the seat or pull yourself all the way up to a standing position. There are options to make this easier on a Tadpole trike with exit assist bars, but it can't be denied that there's a lot more effort that needs to be put into mounting and dismounting a Tadpole. Whether you're drawn to the speed and agility of Tadpole-style trikes or the comfort and versatility of Delta-style trikes, there's no shortage of options to suit every rider's preferences and riding style. By understanding the differences between these two distinct designs, riders can make an informed decision and choose the perfect trike to embark on their next three-wheeled adventure. At Utah Trikes, we offer a wide selection of Tadpole and Delta-style trikes, ensuring that every rider can find their perfect match and experience the thrill of recumbent triking to the fullest. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. If you want to stay up to date with our weekly uploads, make sure to hit the notification bell. If you own a Tadpole or Delta trike, leave a comment down below and let us know what you love about your style of trike and why you feel it was the best option for you. With that, remember to relax, spin fast, and ride trikes. I'll see you guys next time. Some of the Delta trikes that we offer here at Sun. Some of the Deltas that... Yeah, man. I work at Sun now. I'm going to steal this video file and send it to them. It gives you much better cornering. Not corning. I'm not corning right now. I'm cornering, dude. Loosed and goosed, as we say in Utah. We do.
My dad owns a Delta trike, and one of the things he finds is the best thing is you can see the the views way better on a Delta Trike because it's taller. So if you're still thinking about getting a Delta Trike and you want to see everything and be seen.
That's true. The upright seating would help with that. It is a little hard to see on like a 700 or like the lower ones where you're like just basically laying down. That makes sense.
He likes taking pictures on his rides, so.
Nice.